the millennials are the Peter Pan generation. Reliving nostalgia of the past hugely influences the economy. Look at the movie industry, cashing in on all that lovely, glorious nostalgia. All the game remasters and remakes, some of which we are content to buy again and again at full price. My small collection of Game Boys shows that I am as guilty as anybody, a hobby that has become surprisingly pricey due to high demand. There are also new devices, retro collectibles designed to prey on this part of our economy, like this little guy. I normally pride myself in avoiding buying obvious collectible money grabs, but Zelda? Yeah, they found my weakness. Design of Things 32, Zelda 35th Anniversary Game & Watch. Evaluating the design of this will be quite different for me. Generally, I like to focus on how little details contribute to the overall user experience. But I know that in the case of collectibles like this, the design is less about function and more about form often. It's more of a display item than an actual game console. So let's start here with the packaging. Yeah, this is the Japanese edition, which I have not for geek hipster cred, but because I live here. Collector's items generally have some pretty sweet package designs, as they are often part of what adds value to the item. The box here is about the size of an old DMG-01, though a bit longer and thinner, covered in gold, which, due to the choice in the West to release the original NES Zelda on a gold cartridge, has become a core color associated with the Zelda franchise, used on many cartridges and labels. This is accented by the other core color of Zelda, green. This is not only the color of Link, the main character's characteristic garb, but the color of nature, as Zelda is about venturing out into the wilds and woods in search of adventure. Here on this clear plastic sleeve, the pixel art trees pop out from the gold background, framing one screen and representing a Zelda level. Let's go ahead now and take off this sleeve. A slice here and there, and shweek! We are down to the cardboard. The almost minimalist retro design harkens back to the 1980s. The black sans serif font creating a retro vibe is avant-garde Gothic. The W and A here are characteristic of this font, diagonal strokes fitting in parallel. The font, which is otherwise quite a sterile sans serif with geometric proportions, this adds a little 80s futuristic flair. On the back side, notice the clean grid used to align the listing of all the games. Though there is a lot of information explaining the 6 games/functions, the layout is clean, clear, and functional. The simple vector art depicting the devices are clean, clear, no frills representations, capturing the basic appearance of the device. But enough about the exterior box, it's time to go in. And look at that presentation, the Triforce logo contrasting the black background. And here, wrapped in foam, is the device itself. Now for me to do it justice, I need some time using it. So let's fast forward a couple days. Okay, now I'm ready to talk about the design. I've got to say it outright. I love this thing. At the very beginning of the episode, I said that collectibles are usually focused on form to the detriment of their function. But for me, this thing really does it all. So let's start talking about its appearance. The vibrant green shell not only makes up the body of the device, but is used to frame every element of the design in a nice, rounded 1mm border. This border extends around the whole faceplate, the D-pad, the B and A buttons, start, select, and the other 3 small buttons. It also encloses the 2.36-inch pixel-perfect screen. The green isn't understated at all, rather it's a quite vibrant hue. My guess is it's something like hex code 00B857. The red buttons, the contrasting color partner of green, really pop as a result. But the most striking part of the design is this metallic gold faceplate. Look at how it interacts with the light. It's just beautiful. A fitting choice for The Legend of Zelda, which has a history of using stunning gold, especially in the West. The black D-pad, Game & Watch logo, and the button labels round out the design. The all-caps sans serif labels are minimal, no nonsense, and legible, even though they are minuscule. Here at the top, The Legend of Zelda is at first glance a very similar font, but in fact, it's a little bit lighter weight and it's rounded. Enhance, there we go. The external hardware has another super cool feature. Turn the console on and flip it over. And check this out, we get this sick lit up Triforce. A lovely detail that shows the time and effort put into the design of this little guy. The device is quite small compared to other Nintendo handheld consoles, and as a result is less ergonomical, though I doubt you'll be investing thousands of hours of gameplay on this. Due to the buttons being placed so low, you need to rest the console on your pointer fingers or your middle fingers. Compared to a console like the GBA, designed with long play sessions in mind by positioning the buttons higher up, it is definitely less comfortable, but really it doesn't have to be comfortable for long sessions of play. And this 2.36-inch LCD screen, yeah, it looks small, but it looks incredible and really makes the 8-bit artwork and sprites used in the games and clock look fantastic. Its brightness is adjustable so that it can be used in dark and bright environments. So far, all the games and functions I've tried look great, and the playable clocks are a ton of fun. I also found exploring the user interface was relatively frustration-free. It's both simple and intuitive to do what you want to do, whether it be jumping into a game, starting a timer, or taking down little pixel monsters on the clock. It's some beautifully designed hardware, and a fitting tribute to one of Nintendo's tentpole franchises. While it is a collectible, it goes beyond just offering pleasing aesthetics, and offers quite enjoyable functions as well. Honestly, this was a big surprise to me, and though I regretted pre-ordering this, I'm glad I did now. Until next time on Design of Things.